Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Iowa Speedway, qualifying just getting started. We are in week number 3 of the East to West Apparel Company Arca series. Last week they went flag to flag, green flag racing action. The week before, I think we only had one caution. And these boys they're looking to set down some quick times here tonight. We'll see who's going to be the first one on the track. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Who's going to be the first car out on the track? We got Mr. Roy Hyde. I can get the right camera angle here. That 00 machine had a top 3 finish last week. So far, that's going to shoot him up to the top spot for his first lap with a 23.89. Travis Lapidus jumps up to P number 3 with a 23.92. Alan Wernicke is going to temporarily jump up to that top spot. Here comes Dustin Buck. Second lap, Hyde battles back with a 23.77, good enough for second. Matt Moreau in that brand new FALCONGRAFIX car. Coming to the stripe for his first lap. We got some newcomers in here tonight. Joshua Reese, first time racing with us tonight. Ray Andrews jumping up to P number 11. Got Matthew Chandler, I don't remember seeing him before. James Budd making his return to the RMRL, sorry. Old habits, all these old names throwing me off a little bit tonight. Matt Moreau, 11th quickest. Ooh, he's going to get bumped by Reese in that number 1 machine. Dustin Buck, Alan Wernicke still sitting up the top spots. James Budd in second. Chad Waller in that 66 machine in third. Hyde in fifth. Stefan in sixth. Joshua Fox in seventh. Tom Queering in eighth. Lee Krause 9th, and rounding out our top 10 currently, Travis Lapidus. I have not seen a quick time laid down by Daniel Park, Dean Qualley, or Justin Waldring yet. They might be deciding to start from the back on this one. Looks like 22 cars are going to start this race this evening. Nice full field for Iowa Speedway. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Monday night? Last week we talked about the temperature up here in northern Minnesota, and last week on Monday morning when I went to work, it was 29 below with a negative 48 degrees wind chill. Today, we had a high of 34 above. Crazy weather here in Minnesota. Exactly what we expect. You freeze one week, and next week we're having a heat wave and we're going outside in shorts. Alright. Looks like every car that wants to qualify has. We're going to get ready to grid this race up.
everyone, welcome to the race number 3 of the Apperal Arca series. Tonight we have lots of tires, 0 fast repairs, so let's have some patience.
This series does run with 0 fast repairs. They do have several sets of tires. Fuel and tires are going to be an issue tonight. They're going to have to maintain those. And last week we had 2 rounds of green flag pit stops, so definitely challenging. Alright, let's see where we're sitting at for our grid tonight. Front row, we got Dustin Buck and Brad Steffen. Row number 2, Alan Wernicke and James Budd. Row number 3, Chad Waller, Roy Hyde. Row number 4, Mr. Josh Fox, Tom Queering. Row number 5, we got Lee Kraus and Travis Lepanis. Row number 6, we got Matthew Chandler and Ray Andrews. Row number 7, we got Kyle Lingerfelt and Mr. Devin Smith. Row number 8, Joshua Reese and Matt Moreau. Row number 9, Derek Reigel and Tim. row number 10, we got Dylan Dunford and Jackson Qualley. And in the final row, we got Daniel Park and Justin Walbring bringing up shotgun on the field. Justin Walbring in a number 27 machine. Typically he's in the 666. A little different livery for him tonight. Dylan Dunford driving that Red Bull Toyota tonight, number 94. Good looking car for him. Alright, back up front, we got Mr. Dustin Buck gonna lead us to the green flag. Stefan on the outside of him. We saw these guys battle side by side, nose to tail for 75, 80 laps last week. We'll see if they can do it again. If you're looking for a paint scheme, I got several recommendations for you. You can check out FALCONGRAFIX, painter of that 68 machine with the chrome numbers. Also painter of that number 38 machine. Or you can go with Michael Steel Graphics and Designs. Painted several cars here tonight. That number 7 of Daniel Park being one of them. Beautiful looking car. Also the painter of that 16 machine. Of this number 95 Angry Orchard Special. Alright, we're going into turn number 3. We're going to get the green flag coming out of turn number 4. All starts and restarts are on the green flag, not on the drivers. Dropping all the way down to that bottom, making it 3 wide. Dustin Buck holding on to that lead so far. Oh, Alan Wernicke's going around, going for a ride in the grass. He is off the racing surface. No caution for that 72 machine. Steffen blinking a little bit. Dustin Buck holding on to the lead. Side by side for the lead. Steffen's going to have the slight advantage as they come to the stripe that time by. 100 laps. I'm expecting at least 2 green flag pit stops tonight. I myself would just probably kind of break it up evenly. So if you can make it 40 laps on tires and fuel, and then maybe shorten up the last 2 segments and go 30 and 30, be good to go. Be interesting to see what these drivers do. James Budd in that number 8 machine having a good run so far tonight, holding on to the top 3. Once again, Roy Hyde in that 00 machine. Started the week off strong. He's got a top 5 qualifying position, holding on to 4th place currently. Lee Krause up 3 positions from his original starting spot. He is currently in 6th. Chad Waller's got a mirror full of that number 16 machine of Travis Lapenas. Ray Andrews in that number 13 camel car, old throwback. Love the colors on that thing. Definitely sticks out wherever you see that thing on the track. Series Joshua Reese driving that number 1 McDonald's machine. Alan Wernicke hoping for a caution to group this field back up. Another newcomer to the series, Matthew Chandler. Right around in the 14th spot, looking to make a move underneath of Reese. Daniel Clark opted not to qualify. He has moved up 6 positions. So he is currently running at 15th and now making a move past Kyle Lingerfeld. Oh, we got a car loose. The 44 machine got a little sideways. Gathered it back up. He's going to lose several positions, though. Justin Walbring now looking to get by him on that high side, driving that Newport special. Old Dodge Intrepid. Don't see many of those around anymore. Back up front, Bad Brad Steffen holding on to the lead. Oh. Slam the car into the outside wall. That'll rearrange your alignment a little bit. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. East to West Apparel Company Arca series brought to you by the Rusty Misfits Racing League, live on All the Dirt. I'm Mick Olofsson. I'm your host for tonight. These guys are putting on a great show. We are side by side right now for 4th place. Tom Queering looking to make a move. The 00 of Roy Hyde now falling back a couple positions. Tom looking pretty strong in that number 46 machine. He was good last week. Went with a kind of a risky fuel call. Ended up costing him in the end. But overall, a good run for Tom last week. Tom currently up to 4th place. He is up 4 positions from where he started. Lee Krause, another big mover. Also one of our Canadian drivers from up north. He is up 6 positions from where he started. Ooh, but our biggest mover of the night so far is that number 94 machine of Dylan Dunford. He is up 10 positions from his original starting spot. Looks like the Red Bull is giving him wings tonight. Jackson quality on that 17 machine. Didn't get a whole lot of practice before hitting the track tonight. He's got a mirror full of that 81 car. Trying to close the gap on Kyle Lingerfeld right in front of him. Up front, I see Stefan's lead has shrunk a little bit. Will we jump on board with that number 68 machine? Ooh, Dustin Buck fighting that wheel. Stefan in that 89 machine going all the way up to the wall on corner exit. We've already seen him slam into it once. The track is looking pretty rough in the corners. You can see the way that the wheel is jerking around in Dustin's hand. Brad trying a little bit different line that time, trying to stay up a little bit higher. Doesn't have so far to go to slam into the wall that way. The distance is kind of evened out. Travis Lepane is kind of hanging out right around 9th spot. Travis is one of those drivers that is very conservative on the early parts of the runs. He is definitely a long run kind of driver. Daniel Park looking to get underneath the 13 of Ray Andrews. He has moved up 9 positions. He's kind of stalled out now behind that number 13 machine. Looks like he might have a run here on exit of turn 2. Nothing doing that time by. You can see the cars bouncing as they're running over the seams on the track. She's kind of a rough one here at Iowa Speedway tonight. Air temperature 78 degrees, track temperature only 80 degrees. Newton, Iowa is where this track is located. Dan Park's going to clear the 13 as they exit. Go down the front straightaway. Ray looking to do a crossover move. He's going to get a good run in, but might have drove it in a little too deep. Not going to have the drive off. Chad Waller now in a battle on his hands with Travis Lepanis. Chad has fallen 4 positions from his original starting position. Might be another one that's looking at the big picture here. Here comes Josh Fox charging hard to the inside of Waller. He's going to take that position away. Devin Smith has now got around Ray Andrews. Here comes Kyle Lingerfeld. And Joshua Reese. Almost making it 3 wide going down the back straightaway. Jackson Qualley sticking his nose in there. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. How you doing? Who are you rooting for tonight? Here, a little bit of driver chatter. Can't quite pick up what's going on. Look like Alan Wernicke is caught back up to the tail end of the field now. Actually able to gain a couple positions. Alan got all kind of sideways on about lap 5 and fell all the way to the back. Looks like he's made up some ground. As long as he can stay in the draft. Hey Amanda, thanks for joining. Obviously we know who you're cheering for. That 81 of Matthew. He is currently running in the 18th position. He's fallen back a little bit from where he started. We still got a long ways to go. We're at 32 laps in. Brad Steffen continues to lead. Has not extended that gap over Dustin Buck in second by any means, but it hasn't shrunk at all either. Dustin Buck, Buck Wild Racing sponsor on that machine. Lee Kraus still holding on to P number 3. Tom clearing up to P number 4. Roy Hyde back up to 5th. He fell back a little bit. Looks like he's regaining some of that now. James Budd currently running in 6th position. Dropped 2 spots from where he started. Dylan Dunford, so far the biggest mover of the race. He is up 12 positions. That means he started 19th, folks, all the way up to 7th. That Red Bull car is just flying tonight. Travis Lapenas in that 16, currently up to 8th. Josh Fox dropped a couple positions. He's down to 9th. Our second biggest mover of the game, Mr. Daniel Park. Daniel started at 21st. He is up to 10th and knocking on the door of 9th. Chad Wallen at 66 has fallen back. He dropped 6 positions from where he started. Kyle Lingerfeld has advanced by a position. Devin Smith is advanced by a position. Reese is up by 1. Jackson Qualley, he is increased by 5. Drivers moving in the wrong direction. We got Mr. Ray Andrews in that Camel car. Matt Moreau has dropped 1 spot. Not doing too bad. Tim in the 44 started 18th, currently 18th. Matthew Chandler down 8 spots from where he started. Guessing he's focusing on that long run. Alan Wernicke after 81 gets into the wall a little bit. That's going to give Wernicke the position. Alan is down 16 spots from where he started. So he started in P number 3, got a little sideways. Fell all the way to the back. Derek Regal in the 86, currently in 4th. And Justin Walbring. Oh, Justin says he parked it for the evening. He is done. Sorry to hear that, sir. Driving that number 27 Newport machine tonight. Looked like a good car. Up front, Steffen holding on to that lead. Dustin Buck has closed about a 10th. We are 40 laps into this event. Let's check our lap times. We have dropped about a second from our quickest time so far. Brad Steffen looks to have had the fastest lap so far. Oh, Tom Query has tied him. Oh, James Budd with a 23.91 has had the fastest lap so far of this evening. I've had nights like that, Justin. And this track is a tough track. We got side-by-side racing action right now for 4th place. Here comes the 00. Looking to make a move on Tom Queering. Oh, so close. Looks like the 00 backed off just a little bit. Oh, we got reports that Tim has crashed, but no caution on the speedway. He's slowed down on the bottom, but he is moving, so no caution. Cautions are controlled by the sim. So if iRacing doesn't deem it a caution, they don't throw one. "43 laps, we are still mean and green." Well, Justin, since you were out there, how many laps are these guys going to be able to go on a tank of fuel? Getting kind of dicey right now. James Budd just took 2 positions away. Oh. Here comes that 94 machine of Dylan Dunford. Dunford all the way to the bottom. They're going to be 3 wide as they exit the corner. 60 laps before we start pitting. Wow. That means we're just going to go 1 pit tonight. Tom looking to make a move underneath that number 8 machine of James Budd. Can't quite get it done. Here comes that 94 once more of Dunford. Oop, a little blinking by Dunford. Not too bad, though. So given Justin's estimation, we're just a little over 10 laps away from green flag pit stops. That's definitely where things are going to get dicey. Buck and Stefan still pretty evenly matched up front. Stefan's got a 0.7 of a second lead right now over Buck. Dylan Dunford making another move. Up 14 positions from our original starting lineup. Great run by that 94 machine. He has got 1 quick ride tonight. Holy cow, look at that move by Travis Lapenas. Travis just took away 2 spots. Now challenging Tom Queering for 6th place. Don't look now, but holy cow, here comes Daniel Park up 14 positions to take away that spot from Tom Queering. "51 laps in the books. Stefan has the option of pitting first, and he goes for it, relinquishing the lead over to Dustin Buck. Let's see what Kyle does. We'll get his pit stop here. Oh, of course. Right side's up on that car. Ooh, 4-tire stop for that one. Dustin Buck holding on to that lead. He's got Lee Krause all over his back bumper right now. Now the question is, how much longer do you stay out now that we've had some takers for fresh rubber? There is about a second difference from our fastest lap to where we're at now, 60 laps in. Do you stay out, hope a caution comes out, and trap those cars a lap down? The 81 of Chandler is in the pits. Not too many takers so far. Majority of the field is holding out. Looks like they're shooting for that 60 lap mark. Buck and Krause, no strangers to each other. Ooh, Krause gets up into that outside wall. Here comes Dunford in the 94, going to take over position. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the 44. He's got the fresh tires. They'll let him take his lap back. He's still going to be 2 down. But no sense in battling him. Whoa! Oh no! Hold on to it! Too much wheel into it. Oh, I'm not sure if the 99 got part of him or not. Let's jump on board with this one and see what happens here. Oh, he might have caught him just slightly. Doesn't seem to be hurting him at all. James Budd now in the pit. Dylan Dunford, Matt Moreau. $40 laps to go. 60 laps in the books, went green the whole way. No cautions as of yet. Still no news from the 68 or the 99 pits on when they're going to be pitting. Here comes Tom Queering pitting in from that 3rd place. Alan Wernicke up to 11th, praying for a caution. Right now, our first car a lap down is that 89 of Stefan. How much longer can our leaders hold out? Daniel Park now up 18 positions. Currently running in third. $35 laps to go. There's no way these guys can make it the full way. They're going to have to pit. I'm actually kind of shocked these tires have held on as long as they can for these drivers. They've kind of leveled out. They've still only dropped about a second from their fastest time. Lee Krause currently is running 5/100ths of a second faster than that 68 machine. And now here comes that 89 of Stefan, looking to unlap himself. Oh, he gets up into the wall. That's no way to treat your brand new tires. Looking to make a move on the outside to get his lap back. Crossover move. Buck's gonna let him go. The longer they hold out, I think the longer it's gonna hurt them in the long run. Especially now that Stefan has unlapped himself. He will take the lead back over once these leaders do pit. Lee Krause trying to make a move on the bottom. These guys are not driving these cars lightly. They're not holding anything back. They're pushing them. The 86 of Derek Regal, he's got fresh tires on that machine. Looks like he's making a move on the outside to pass the leaders. He unfortunately is 2 laps down. 30 laps to go for Dustin Buck and Lee Krause. Whoa! Buck slides up, chops the nose off the 86 machine. Let's see, Bad Brad Stefan. He's 21 seconds behind the leader currently. Unless they just do a splash and go. Maybe right side tires. When this thing cycles back around, it's going to be Brad Stefan with the lead. Last lap for Brad is a half a second faster right now than our leaders. So for every 2 laps, he's making up a full second. 30 laps to go. You do the math. He's got a great shot of just catching him the way it is right now. Daniel Park kind of stalled out. Isn't getting any closer. 13 of Ray Andrews looking to unlap himself or get at least 1 lap back. Ray is also 2 laps down currently. Buck and Krause continue. 25 laps left in this one, folks. we've went flag to flag. We've had a couple close calls for cautions, but they've gotten down off the racing service or gathered it back up and kept it going in the right direction. So we have not had a single caution yet this evening, knock on wood. Not trying to jinx our drivers here by any means. Ooh, Ray Andrews sends it in deep, up into the wall. That Ford Mustang is tough, though. Luck down on the bottom. Is he going to dip off? No. Lee Krause looking to make a move as we exit into turns 1 and 2. He's going to take over the lead. Ray Andrews trying to get his lap back. Kyle Ingerfeld has moved up to P number 3. Dan Parks falling back a little bit. So far, our top 10 cars have not pit yet this evening. Here comes the 72 of Wernicke. Allen had that bobble early on, looking to get a lap back on his own. Lee Krause now has stretched it out over Dustin Buck by a quick second. Daniel Parks got a mirror full of Roy Hyde. Brad Steffen running a half a second faster than our leaders, but he's got a long ways to go yet. Looks like I show the leaders still 18 seconds ahead of him on track. And coming to the stripe, we're only going to have 18 laps to go. So what do you think, viewers? Do you think these guys are going to be able to make it all the way on fuel? Justin, what do you think, buddy? Matt Moreau getting a lap back. Trying to. He's still got to catch Lee Krause yet to officially get his lap back. Let's check on Jackson Qualley. Oh, getting tight. I don't blame you, Justin. I'm shocked too. Jackson's gonna go past the 81 machine. That is not the position. His next battle is with that 95 machine. Jackson having a great run for not having any practice. He is up 11 positions. Currently running in P9. Devin Smith right in front of him, running 8th. Newcomer to the series. Ooh, some heavy front end damage to that number 1 machine, to Joshua Reese. We got a side-by-side battle right now for 8th place with Jackson Qualley and Mr. Devin Smith. 15 laps to go. Do our leaders have what it takes to make it to the end on fuel? Color me impressed if they do. There's no way I thought they would make 100 laps on fuel. Lee Krause's times are staying pretty solid. He's running a 25:04. Brad Steffen last lap is now running a 24:89, so his tires have fallen off from when he first came out. If we stay green, I'm going to be very impressed. Here comes Dunford trying to get his lap back. I imagine that 99 doesn't really want to battle Dunford too hard. Lee is just looking to stay as solid and keep that 99 pointed in the right direction and keep everybody else behind him. Ten laps to go for the 99 machine. Steffen has stalled out at 11th. 4 seconds between him and Josh Fox in 10th. Dustin Buck still running second. Kyle Lingerfeld in third. Roy Hyde in fourth. Daniel Park in that number 7 machine. Up 16 positions. Biggest mover of the night. He is currently running in 5th. Chad Waller in the 6th. Jackson Qualley. Oh, sorry, we got Joshua Reese in 7th. Jackson Qualley right there in the thick of it. Battling for 8th spot. Looking. He could gain at least 2 more positions before this one is done, given the right circumstances. He is all over the back bumper of the 1 in the 66 machine. Probably our closest race on the track right now. 7 laps to go for Lee Krause in that number 99 machine. A dominating performance by Mr. Lee Krause, making the fuel last all the way to the end. Because he's made his bed, folks. He doesn't have a chance to pit now. He either makes it or he doesn't. He'll be the hero or the zero tonight. Dustin Buck in that number 68 machine running a good solid second. Kyle Lingerfeld still holding on to third, but he does have Roy Hyde all over his back bumper. And then we got a blanket from 5th through 8th. Reese making a move on the 7 machine. Jackson Qualley. Oh, 7's up into the wall. Qualley's going to follow the number 1 machine through. He's going to jump 2 positions up to 6th. 4 laps to go for Lee Krause. Kyle Lingerfeld has a battle on his hands. Roy Hyde in that 00 looking to make 2 podiums in a row. 3 laps to go. Kyle Lingerfeld holding on by a fender. Here comes that 00 down on the bottom. Not quite going to clear the 65 as they exit turn number 2. Drag race down the back straightaway. 00 with a slight advantage as they enter into turn number 3. Hyde with a fender that time by. 2 laps to go for Lee Krause, Dustin Buck, and now Roy Hyde. White flag is into the air. Last lap tonight brought to you by the One to Go Show podcast on YouTube and Facebook. Check them out or you talk about everything with soda, a little bit of NASCAR, and every once in a while they might throw a little bit of football action in there for you. Next week, we are back NASCAR racing. Bowman Gray Speedway for the first time in a long time. And taking the checkered flag, Mr. Lee Krause. Dustin Buck's going to bring home that 68 machine in second. Kyle Lingerfeld takes third. Roy Hyde follows to fourth. Joshua Reese in fifth. Jackson Qualley in sixth. Chad Waller seventh. Daniel Park holds on to a 8th place finish. Jackson Qualley, our biggest mover of the night, up 14 positions. Devin Smith is 9th place. He's up 5 spots. And Joshua Fox in that 22 machine is going to round out our top 10. What a race. We'll give these guys just a minute to line up on the front straightaway, and then we're going to get going with our interviews. Wow, what a race, folks. All right, we're going to start with our 3rd place driver, Mr. Kyle Lingerfeld. Kyle, this is Mick up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Hey, I got you, Mick. How are you?
Holy cow, what a race.
Yeah, that was insane. What a wild race back.
I did not think that you guys would be able to go 100 laps green flag and not pit for fuel.
Yeah, I was good by 1 lap. I think the guy, Roy, or who, yeah, I think it was Roy Hyde, ran out of fuel out of 4 in front of me, and that's how I ended up here.
That's what I thought, because he got you with like 2 laps to go, and I was like, oh, he's going to get 2 podiums in a row, and then I looked back, and I was like, wait a minute, there's Kyle again.
Yeah, I think he ran out of fuel, and I almost hit him because I wasn't, I wasn't ready for him to be that slow out of the corner. But unfortunate for him, but fortunate for me. I'll take it.
Heck yeah, it's always good when you get a podium.
Yeah, I just did a little lap around after the picture here, and I ran out of fuel, so that's how much I had left.
Holy cow, that's close.
Yeah, just enough.
I'm really kind of shocked that the tires didn't fall off as much as I thought they would.
About lap 50, it seemed that we were all running 24.8s and 24.9s, and lap 199, I was still running 24.9s. So yeah, once it got like 35, 40 laps into a run, the tires just evened out. That's how Stefan was never able to come back through.
Yeah, he pit early, and I thought for sure once everybody rotated through, he'd be the man, but no, those tires did not make that big of a deal, and no cautions for 2 weeks in a row. That's a great show.
Yeah, that was a heck of a race. I started like 13th, and I fell back quite a ways, almost the 20th, I think. I think I ended up like 18th, and then drove back to 3rd. So I passed a lot of cars. That was fun. I'll take it.
Oh, for sure. Congratulations, bud. Looks like you got some new sponsors on the car this season.
Yeah, I'd like to thank McDonald Contracting, oh man, Johnny P's Mobile Eats, Cool Treats, all those guys as well that help out. So that's fun. Cool being back, and looking forward to Darlington. That's a good one.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on your podium. You definitely worked your butt off for that one.
Yeah, thank you. Good to hear your voice again. Take care.
Yeah, you too, bud. All right, bringing home that 68 in second. We got Mr. Dustin Buck.
Yeah, I had to go into fuel saving mode at the end. I ran out of gas literally at the start finish line. We came out of 4, and it clicked to 0 laps left, and I ran out at the line. But I was working on just keeping Lee behind me, hoping that I was saving enough, and it wasn't working. I had to let him go by and just work on trying to get the car across the finish line. That last 15 laps or so, I was probably running 3/4 throttle at the end of the straightaways. And the last couple laps, I was like half throttle going down the straights.
I'm impressed. That's 2 weeks in a row, no cautions. You guys did it tonight. 100 laps at this track with no pit stops for the top 10 cars. That's impressive.
Yeah, it was easier for some than others. Lee had like an extra lap or two of fuel. And he was good for a while, but I burned off more at the start of the run, I guess, and I can't really complain. I made it across the line and did what I needed to for a good finish, and started from the pole again and ran well. So
You finished second last week too, didn't you?
Second or third. I've interviewed with you all 3 races, but I'm not sure if I was second or third last week.
Well, man, and picking up right where you left off with that Buckwild racing machine.
Yeah, thanks for doing the broadcast. Thanks to Dean and everybody that puts this thing together at Rescue Misfits, and we'll hopefully be talking to you next week.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations. Nice run up front. You guys kept it lean and green the whole way. I always like seeing that.
Yeah, these guys do a really good job in this league, racing clean.
All right. Well, you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you back next week.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, bringing home that 99 machine in first place, Mr. Lee Kraus. We'll call you the master saver here tonight. You kept the fuel strong, and you kept that thing clean all night.
Oh yeah, no, that was a hell of a race. It was kind of funny because Warnicky and Buck both told me that we were going to have to stop because I hadn't even looked at what fuel was going to do. And I got to lap 40 or lap 50, and I looked down and I'm like, boys, I can make it, so I'm going to make it. So away I went. I started seeing everybody pit, and I'm like, is there something I don't know? No, I just started running the bottom, saving even more fuel. By the end of it, I had an extra lap and actually ran out of fuel doing burnouts. So
Nice. Well, that's the best way to run out of fuel.
I think so. So yeah, no, it was a good race. I am absolutely impressed by this field. We went 100 laps green flag into Iowa. That is hard to do.
Yeah, that track was tough. Although you had a pucker moment there for a minute.
I had a few. There was one time I think I was about 45 degrees, and yeah, I was a little concerned, but gathered it back up and away we went. So
Well, then that 45 or the 44 car almost came back up onto the track and took you out.
yeah, that one did scare me. I'm not gonna lie. I even said that to Buck. I'm like, I just about killed that guy. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I watched it from
good.
your on car, and I was like, did you get him or did you not get him?
No, just missed him. So yeah, it was tight. I almost actually I felt bad because I almost killed Buck a couple times too. So it was not good that way.
You guys had very close racing for a good 50 laps.
Oh yeah, well, both Dustin and I were talking on our Discord the entire race with Warnicky and just talking about how much fuel we had and how we were gonna have to try and save more. And I was just following him, letting him go, and then I figured, nah, he's kept telling me he was short, so I'm like, I got to get around him just in case he dies. So, but
Yeah, unfortunate for Wernicke. He got real sideways early and then spent the whole race trying to catch back up.
yeah, no, I felt bad for him on that one. I seen him down in the grass there on lap 2 or whatever that was, and it was like, crap, that's not good. But he's a good racer. He'll make up the points.
Oh, for sure. Well, congratulations on the win. It's good seeing that 99 machine back up front.
Yeah, I'm sure Quali is losing his mind because of the big logo on the hood there, but go Oilers go. So yeah, no. But anyway.
All right, buddy. Anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight before we cut you loose?
Again, just got to thank yourself and Dean. You guys put on a great league here. Anybody else that's helping out with it, I know that we've had a few different people helping out with broadcasting and race directing, so I really do appreciate everything you guys are doing. Unfortunately, I can't race next week. I'm going to be in Vegas, but I know you guys are going to put on a great show. So other than that, that's about it.
Well, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
No, I'll tell you all about it. Don't you worry.
Well, congratulations tonight, Lee. We'll see you in a couple weeks then.
Sounds good, man. Take it easy.
You too.
Bye.
All right, that's another one in the books here at I almost said someone else's channel's name. We do have some buddies over at All Star 15 TV. Big shout out to those guys. They've helped me out quite a bit. But for all the dirt, Mick Olafson, Dean Qualley, league owner, all the drivers that raced with us tonight. What a show. Great racing etiquette. You guys put on a heck of a show. Raced really close. I'm very proud of all of you. Thank you so much, and we're going to be back live tomorrow night. You can watch me try to wheel a dirt car, and we'll see how bad I am at that. Thanks, everybody. We will see you back soon.